Going to read out now aloud the reception tab for Doctor Who's serial The War Machines. In 2009, Patrick Mulkern of Radio Times praised the contemporary edge taken to The War Machines, though he wrote that the plot was mechanical, with several improbabilities. Really? DVD Talk's J. Doyle Wallace gave The War Machines 3 out of 5 stars, calling it serviceable with Wotan and its henchmen lacking depth. That's a fair enough complaint. If I often wonder, do you watch these things and then afterward you think, oh, I wish that Wotan had more depth? Or is it like a checklist that needs to be fulfilled each time? It's like, oh, the characters need to have motivation and stuff, because that's some Doug Walker tier shit, let's be honest. Den of Geek also gave the story 3 stars, highlighting Hartnell's performance and opining that the story holds up well, though there are some plot holes. Arnold T. Blumberg of IGN rated the story 7 out of 10, noting that the concept had aged, but it was entertaining. However, he criticised Dodo's departure, and while the serial did showcase Hartnell well, he sometimes seemed lost in the setting. That's fair to say. In the AV Club, reviewer Christopher Barn, on the other hand, described the plot as pretty good, if not a classic of an appealing B-movie sensibility. This feels like a better, if equally cheaply made, version of the kind of movie featured on MST3K. However, he criticised the abrupt departure of Dodo. Jonathan Wilkins of Dreamwatch gave the serial a score of 9 out of 10, calling it something of a forgotten masterpiece, mostly due to Hartnell's performance. However, he noted that the War Machines themselves were too dull and boxy. In 2013, Ben Lawrence of the Daily Telegraph named The War Machines as one of the top 10 Doctor Who stories set in the contemporary time. I'm more fond of classic Doctor Who serials, or maybe black and white 60s era Doctor Who serials, which focus on, I like the Patrick Troughton Second Doctor monster era, and this created by the Innisloyd production team, which eventually saw the Second Doctor's first season. I think this is a prototype for that era, especially for something like the Cybermen invasion in season 6. I love how we have the First Doctor up against these brutal B-movie sci-fi villains within the context of 1960s black and white TV London. That's cool as to me. How the props move about, how he chooses to outwit them, just seeing these things interact with the world, and the British military seriously attempt to outmaneuver and destroy these things. It's just a blast to witness, tell you the truth. The seriousness and the attempts at a seamless, kind of scary, contemporary horror narrative with the War Machines, I find it so endearing and fun. I love the effort, I'll say that. It's the most action-oriented story that the First Doctor ever engaged in, I might say, and he doesn't commit to a lot of the action, obviously. It's more the army doing things in episodes 3 and 4, and then he's kind of arranging the characters to do this or that. I noted there's one little dot point on the TARDIS data core entry of the War Machine serial, which claims that the Doctor's a lot more callous in this serial, the First Doctor at least, than he is in some of his other storylines. He lets characters do risky things. He sends a war machine to destroy Wotan, knowing that there'll be individuals there that could be in danger. I guess that's what part of the writers, the reviewers, refer to when they say plot holes. That's fair to state. But I will say, if I was forced to watch, if someone said you got to watch 5 First Doctor serials, or you've got to, make me pick 3 First Doctor serials to watch, definitely go for the War Machines. It's a fun enough serial, and if it was 6 parts, it might be too long. It might outstay its welcome. But at 4 episodes, it's very compact. A 4-part serial, it's so compact, entertaining. Just look at those props. They're too much fun not to enjoy this serial immensely. That's my own perspective, anyway. You forget that in real life, they only built one and just slapped a different number sticker on it. The War Machines, one of the best the First Doctor has to offer. Tune in next time for The Smugglers, a missing serial, and unfortunately, not the strongest First Doctor outing, we could state. So tune in next time for that. Very captivating stuff. Thanks again, friends.